Leaders have unveiled Providence's newest school.
A new attendance policy.
30 extra minutes each day.
Salary increase for teachers.
Providence Hope High School cutting the ribbon.
Team meets students and community members where they are.
Before and after school programs.
Increase communication with parents about attendance.
And be proud of the new school.
More diverse and specialized academics.
They've seen improvements in the first few weeks of school.
Hitting all the high notes.
Providence Public School District has opened 3 schools this year, including Spaziano Elementary.
I can tell you that there's so many reasons to be optimistic in Providence. When I first came here, I heard from teachers about buildings that were leaking into the classrooms, into the libraries. Today, we have 3 new and like new schools. Amazing, state of the art. It has just changed how our kids learn. It's really actually marvelous to see.
Pre-K is so important because the kids, a lot of our students coming in here have no experience in the classroom settings, experience with other kids. So the big thing that we've been seeing is their social skills. Some of them came in not really talking at all, not communicating. I have like 61% of my kids who are multilingual learners as well. So to see them now like starting to like talk in English and understand what I'm saying in English has been amazing. And I'm learning some Spanish too. So I would say that's definitely one of my favorite things so far. I love teaching the next generation and seeing like, you know, how far they can grow in your classroom, and we grow as well as teachers.
So I am from Rhode Island. I was working at a private school where I loved, but it was time for me to give back to my city. I've lived in the city for over 35 years.
I grew up in Smithfield, went to all the Smithfield schools, Ann McCabe, Gallagher, Smithfield High School. I was actually part of the Early Childhood Academy in Smithfield High School, so I was in that for 2 or 3 years. I went to school at CCRI to do my associates, and then UMass Dartmouth to do my bachelor's. Providence is a great community. There's a lot of supports here.
My first year in Providence, and it's great to be in a Rhode Island State Pre-K. We have so many resources, and the children really deserve those resources. Because this was a new program, we have brand new toys, brand new furniture.
I know when we did the walkthrough here back in like July, I was like how is this possible? You know, and we have a brand new like play area in the back for the kids that's completely fenced in, so they are free to run, explore, play. The school is fenced in too, so we take them for like nature walks and stuff.
We have floor to ceiling windows, and it just makes an impact on the mood and the positivity of our classroom.
So I think the funding has been amazing, especially for like our classroom, like for materials, like stuff that I didn't have last year that I have this year. And we've been able to do a lot more like learning activities and experiments and stuff with the kids, having all that. But there's just so many extra supports to help us with the kids, with its social workers or just anything. It's been amazing, yeah.
My hopes and dreams are that they enjoy coming to school, that they always love coming to school, that they know how much they're worth, that they are valuable, and they can make a difference. My hope is that they always try their best.
Here I study electrical technology. I'm an aspiring electrical engineer, but although this program is like to create electricians, I can still use the knowledge learned here to apply it in like electrical engineering.
The momentum in CTE in PPSD is following the national trend. Career and technical education is taking off everywhere. We have 26 programs in 12 different industry clusters here in Providence. Those are spread out in 7 of our high schools. We are working with industry partners to make sure that the skills and the coursework and the internships that students are engaged in are aligned to the industry needs.
So my vision for CTE is that everybody gets exposed and gets CTE programming.
We have programs in construction and engineering. We have programs in the hospitality sector. We have programs in IT. We have really ballooning programs in healthcare and life sciences, preparing students for any career in those areas. We have programs in the arts.
We have kids that are training to be firefighters. We have kids that are working in cybersecurity. We have kids that are getting ready to work in the medical field. So we have all these things that are happening.
We want to make sure our students are trained and ready and have all the resources that they need in order to go out to society and be productive members.
My brother's like excited to come here and explore.
Oh, the school is great. The program here is very useful.
Sophomore year, junior year, when we were taking like film classes, like I really got into that and like just learning about how animation works. Honestly, I'm just very thankful that I was able to get the opportunity to like have all this technology, advanced equipment.
Mr. G, Mr. Santos, and Mr. D are really good teachers and everything, and they help us out. Even like non-electrical stuff, they help us with like real life stuff.
Right now, I'm practicing for skills. I competed in skills last year too, and we compete in state. And then if you like win, you move on to outer state. You compete in like a national level in Atlanta. So last year I competed and I won bronze. So I got a $1,000 scholarship for Johnson and Wales.
We are focused on high wage, high growth, great opportunities for the kids in Providence.
When Electric Boat offered our kids money, starting salary of $40,000, $50,000, that's a game changer. And we want to provide those opportunities.
We participate in the statewide JA Fair in November. We have the School Choice Fair where we showcase all of our programs. We go to every single middle school, every single charter, parochial, private school in Providence that will have us.
Well, I think Providence is like great. It's like a close-knit community, you know. Providence like has given me like so much with the little life that I had. Like, you know, my mom's like an immigrant from the Dominican Republic, so we didn't have that much opportunities. Like being able to come to a school like this for free, you know what I'm saying, and having this type of education, it's really helped us like to prepare us for the future that we could actually aspire to be in.
We have a whole school that's going to be dedicated to life sciences. We've changed the landscape. We have about 5 schools that were on the cusp of just being failing schools. And we said, no, that's not what we're going to let happen. Hope is going to be our performing arts school. That's going to be the beacon for all our kids that are so talented. We are looking at JSAC as life sciences. This is where the future is going, and we want to prepare our kids.
We are one of the redesigned schools in Providence.
We are refining the school with students' input, with the faculty and staff input, and with parents' input. So on a monthly basis, every time I meet with the parents and hear what they want the school to become for their children is exactly in line with what the redesign is.
We did a CTE in-house recruitment fair where we had, at least for freshmen, 62 opted in to take one of our 4 pathways: music, teacher academy, computer science, or pre-engineering. And we're offering this year up to 20 freshmen that opted for pre-engineering like a 90-day trial for semester 2 to make sure that they really like it and engage with the Project Lead the Way resources before enrolling for the other 3 years.
The other day we had a few 9th graders getting so excited about the opportunity to pick what might be their future career. And there are some students for the computer science and others for the pre-engineering. And they were talking about already as though they were engineers. Mister, this is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I've heard about it. This is what I think people do there. So it clearly generates some excitement, not just for the learning itself, but the future success that they can already contemplate. We also have some parents that we were having some conversations, and when we mentioned to them the possibility of the dual enrollment, because Rhode Island College is going to start giving us opportunities to have students take classes on campus. And when they look at the cost that they would have had to come up with, and it's going to be for free for their children, and this parent said, I never could believe that an opportunity like this would be open up for my child to help me save thousands of dollars and be exposed to rigorous college courses while they're in high school. So we took her children to the campus just to see what it's going to look like. And by next year, we have already identified 52 students who will be taking classes at Rhode Island College campus being taught by a professor. And those students, we have already had an assembly with them. Preliminarily, they are qualified to do it, but they have to continue to maintain their attendance and their grade point average and so forth. And you could see these students have this air of success. And it's really something that you don't see unless you get that opportunity to reimagine a school and really putting elements that can excite and motivate students as well.
We have with URI our CS4I Rhode Island Computer Science program where kids can earn credits from URI. We are starting a CCRI Advanced Manufacturing program. Rhode Island College also helps Teacher Academy offer EEP courses. So students in that academy graduate with some college credits.
We're trying to be innovative and really keep up with the times. I'm looking forward to seeing all of these kids graduate. They make it to the finish line with a plan, whether they're going to go into an industry or they're going into college. And I think that's one of the most exciting. And just have our younger kids kind of seeing that process happen and having more opportunities brought into the building for them. So I think that's the most exciting.
The redesign process has been a blessing in terms of students, parents, and the community members getting involved in what the future of this place that is sacred to education is going to deliver.
Dual language education is one of those programs that we're working to expand. Every year over the past few years, we've expanded seats. It's one of the programs that many of our families are requesting, and we have a wait list. And so that's another big initiative that we've been working on, is expanding our dual language seats, not only at the elementary level, but also at the middle school level, and hopefully high in future years.
The supports, the instruction that they have received has really made them strong. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for our kids to succeed. That once they leave that status, they are well on their way to be our stars in our school system.
We know that our multilingual learners have limitless potential. And if we give them the services that they're entitled to, we've seen it in our data that they outperform or students who were never multilingual learners.
I think our vision is for our students to be bilingual and bicultural and biliterate, and to be able to use those resources and those tools that they already have in their toolkit to be successful in life, pursuing whatever it is that they want to pursue.
Honoring culture and honoring language really helps students progress.
To allow them to remain culturally connected to their family and to their community is just as important as allowing them to learn English.
It really filled our hearts because we spent a lot of money, a lot of time in Providence getting teachers. About 40% of our teachers are now certified. That's something that didn't exist before. And not only the teachers that are certified, but all other teachers getting training so that they can really support these students.
And our top goal is to have 52% of our workforce, our teaching workforce, really certified in either ESL or bilingual dual language, so that we can serve our growing population. There's always a lot of work that the MLL department is doing, but really the whole district, really to serve our multilingual learners. As you may know, it is our fastest growing population. We're very close to having almost 40% of our entire population identified as multilingual learners. This year specifically, my department has been working to ensure that every single month we run reports to ensure that all multilingual learners are receiving the services that they are required to receive in each building. So anytime we get a new multilingual learner, we check their schedule to make sure they're getting the services that they need. And if any corrections need to be made, we quickly can catch them and fix them as needed. And over the past really 5 years, the district has been working really hard to make sure that we meet all of the terms of our compliance with the Department of Justice. And we're really, really close to meeting all of them. So it's really exciting. As a former Providence Public School multilingual learner myself, I think it took a lot of hard work to be where I'm at, but it's so worth it. I mean, I always had the help of my family, even though they couldn't help me academically. They were such a great moral support for me. And I see that every day when I interact with students and families. I think we have the best students and families. They're just willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that their education that their children receives is really used to not only support them in their future, but their families too. And it's really beautiful that education really is like the key to unlocking so much of their future potential, and especially if they can keep their home language active and alive. And you know, I feel like when I was a student, I was trying to not use my Spanish as much. I didn't think it was as cool to speak Spanish, but it's not the case. I use it every day in my job, and it's such a powerful tool to be multilingual. So, you know, I know it can be very hard. I myself remember really struggling academically when I didn't have, you know, full proficiency in English, but all of that is going to really make you a stronger, more amazing adult who will be out in the workforce and really contributing to our community.
We know that attendance is directly correlated with student success.
Knocking on doors, to making sure that there were attendance teams in every school, that there are people that are responsible for the attendance, that would go out sit with the families, bring the kids in. So they're dedicated people that actually do that in Providence. So that was something that they really made number one.
In order for us to have made those double-digit improvements, which has been significant, some initiatives have come from the district, which I think have really helped. But at the core, every day we look at the right attendance tool, which has been very, very helpful. We have been able to come up with different approaches on how we're going to help our students be here every day. So part of that is make a positive outreach call to the parents. Hey, your child has not been in school. Is everything okay? How can we help? By the way, attendance is very important. We need them here in school today. So on top of that, we're implementing a check and connect system where we have the community specialists. They have students come and check in with them every day. We're also going to be looking into a peer mentorship.
We have seen that chronic absenteeism drop in ways that we never expected. So congratulations to Providence, because that's really been the hard work of the principals, the central staff, the teachers, the coordinators that go out, the people that are on the attendance teams. This is an all hands on board campaign.
Face Office is always excited to serve you, to support our students and families. Engagement looks different for everybody. We want to make sure that we're flexible enough that you can find a place where you can be supportive, engaged, informed. Very excited about launching our inaugural cohort of the Parent Leadership Academy. We also have our Parent University, so if parents want to learn about topics of interest of how to support the children at home and at school, mental health, PPSD, and community resources, Parent University is for you. Come and join our over 400 volunteers who are in our schools every day, and we can build a schedule around your focus of interest and also around your availability. If you want to be more formally engaged, there's also a parent ambassadors. You can become a parent ambassador for your school. And we have our Parent Advisory Council. We meet monthly. I want to talk about the Superintendent Student Advisory Council. So this is an opportunity for your student leader to get involved and advise the superintendent and the district in the things that matter to them. So we at the Community Engagement Office also are the McKinney-Vento liaison. So if our families are facing home insecurity, please reach out to us. We were able to support over 300 families so far that are facing housing insecurity. We also ran our McKinney-Vento holiday drive. So we were able to provide gift cards, bags, toys, clothing, personal hygiene products, accessories for over 90 families. We at the Office of Family and Community Engagement are a very diverse team. We speak multiple languages and we're there to support you. If any families need support with interpretation or translation, please reach out to us. We'll be able to support you.
And that's just the beginning of the things that are happening in Providence. We have a long way to go, long way to go, but we're building that foundation.